Hello everybody, this is Sarahscopic and you're watching Traffic Musings. Hi guys! Welcome back! Did you miss me? I missed you! So how have things been? It's been like so many months, like feels like forever. Did you do the thing you wanted to do? Did you get into school you hoped you got into? Did you meet the person you were hoping to meet with? Did you guys kiss yet? If you guys kissed, you should tell me about it. I like romance, cute stuff. It's all that good stuff. Anyway, or did none of that happen? Did you? But it's okay because did you wake up this morning? Did you eat breakfast or eat lunch or eat something today? Did you take a shower yesterday or 2 days ago? Because that's cool too. Because everyone's a winner. Everybody's a winner if you just try. And even if you didn't try 100%, did you try a little bit today? If you tried a little bit today, then you're cool too. You all are awesome. Yeah. So enough about the feel-good stuff. Let's get into the traffic musing stuff. I don't know. Traffic still sucks on 75. Because yeah, that's right. I have a job now. Crazy work. Well, technically you could see it on my lanyard, I guess. But anyway, I have a job now. And I have to go down 75. My favorite highway. To get there. It's great. But yeah, lots of stuff happened since I last did Traffic Musings. I was in Europe for like a month. That was crazy. I unfortunately don't have any videos of being in Europe. I was hoping... Ah, crap. Hold on. I can't be in this lane. Okay, here we go. What was this? Oh, yeah. I was gonna do videos in Europe, but that just didn't pan out. For whatever reason, it just didn't happen, so I'm sorry. I'm supposed to have like a bunch of pictures, and I do have a bunch of pictures. I haven't put them on Facebook yet because I got lazy and didn't want to because it's hard and my life is difficult and I'm lazy. Did I already mention that? What else happened? I moved out of my apartment. Went back home. That was a crazy process. Crazy as in I had to like drive back and forth to Ipsy way too many times. But hey, moved out, so that's cool. I technically had gotten a court order, but then we settled that. Long story. I can't talk about it. Nothing bad happened. It was it was actually kind of a funny story, but it involves other people, so I can't really talk about it, but we're all cool. It was mostly a misunderstanding. Wasn't even really on me, so we're cool with that. I spent way too much time explaining that. I also got pulled over again by a police officer for speeding, so we're gonna try harder not to do that. Yeah. And what else happened? Oh, but I also technically did get another court order, except it was for jury duty, so it was like the opposite thing. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Man, I wish I could talk about jury duty for a Traffic Musings episode. That would be amazing, but I don't think I technically can because privacy. Although I guess maybe you can afterwards? I don't know how that works. I'm sure they'll tell us. If I can talk about it, I will, because I think that stuff's hilarious, unless it's horrible. So, I don't know. But anyway, if I can, I'll tell you guys what happens. I'll mostly probably just talk about the long waits and maybe some of the questions they asked me, because I'm sure that'd be pretty funny. Anyway, but that's in the future, so we'll see when that happens. I got my nails done, so, like, that's pretty cool, right? I had a friend who did them. Unfortunately, jeez, sorry, I had to stop all of a sudden. Please stop. Okay. That was a little scary. Anyway, I got my nails done. A friend of mine did for me. They're starting to chip off. Yes, this is the natural length of my nails. These are not fake. I know. Kind of scary, folks. I'm gonna cut them. Don't worry. But I decided because they all kind of grew long at the same time, so whenever they do that, I do try to get my nails done just because that's kind of a waste otherwise, right? I also got my hair re-dyed, the red color, in case it looks a little bit of a different red than it did before. Unfortunately, y'all missed when I had 3-tone hair. It was great, because basically what happened is, as you guys probably remember, I used to, have a lot of highlights, and then I had like a baylash thing where it was all very gold down here and then kind of seeped into my natural brown. And so when I dyed it red, it kind of gave this cool 2-tone, as you guys may remember, like bright red here and dark here. But then what happened was the red where the bleach was faded first, so it started getting kind of like I guess almost like a natural red, but kind of like that red blonde look, like a red gold look. and then it was like that red here, and then my natural hair brown started coming through. So it was this weird three-tone color that made no sense. So I finally went to a hairdresser, and she did it in such a way actually that was pretty much like one solid color, so which was pretty crazy. I didn't know you could do that. So that's why it's like pretty much all one solid color, and you know, haircut and stuff like that. So I'm feeling pretty. Yeah. Oh jeez. I haven't done these in a while. I've got like 5 more minutes to go. Woo, boy! I hope this isn't the 100th episode. This isn't the 100th episode, is it? I hope it's probably like 99 though, which means 100th is next episode, which means y'all gotta tell me what you want me to do for 100th episode. I mean, for 50th episode, it just happened to correlate with the timing where I got that sleep study, but I don't have anything weird like that coming up. Unless I could take this into the courtroom, that would be hilarious, but that's probably not gonna happen. Also, it's like a month from now, and I'm hoping to do these weekly again, so no! No, good sir, I cannot do that! I know you were thinking it, but no. Can't take my phone into the courtroom. That's a no. So I can't do that for the 100th episode. So what should I do? You guys need to tell me. It can't be like playing a game. I already play games on my channel. That doesn't work. It's gotta be something related with traffic musings. So I don't know. You guys gotta tell me what you're thinking, what you like, you know, stuff like that. I gotta know. I gotta try to figure something out. So I don't know what the 100th episode's gonna be. It could just be a longer episode. You know, I could do that where it's like 30 minutes, because that's what it was last time with the sleep study. I did 30 minutes instead of a 10-minute one. Well, okay, it was 30 minutes in that I did 10-minute increments, because basically what happened was I did a 10-minute increment, and then I was still stuck there, and I was still super bored, so I did another 10 minutes, and then I just did it again. So I was like, well, 30-minute episode, here you go. So yeah, I don't know. You tell me what you want me to do for 100th episode, I'll make it happen. At least I'll try to make it happen. I don't know. I don't know if I can really do a challenge traffic musings. That sounds unsafe. Yeah. We'll think of something. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I can't even really talk about my work, but I'm working at a school. 2 schools, technically. Yeah, it's one of those jobs. It's been a bit of a process, let's just put it that way. Mainly it's just kind of a process and communication and red tape, and man, it's annoying when that happens. Ah, jeez. I guess I could talk about Europe. I don't know how much I want to talk about it, only because it was, at this point it feels like it was forever ago I was there. But the main issue with Europe is like, I went to so many things that it's really difficult to just be like, yeah, I saw this. Like, the worst thing is when people afterwards ask me, so what was your favorite thing you saw? And I was like, I don't know what to say. Because I'll be like, well, there's this one cool place, but I don't remember what it was called. I don't remember where we were when we saw it, because we were just so many places. And I was in like Switzerland for 2 weeks because I have family in Switzerland, so that was super awesome. I'd love to go back there sometime when I'm not horribly busy. But yeah, and so that part was cool. But yeah, we saw lots of things. We went everywhere and it was crazy. I don't recommend Ryanair. I know they're cheap, folks. Ryanair's cheap. I don't recommend it. Felt like I was in a rickety plane, and then the kerchunk at the end. If you know what I'm talking about. If you've ever been in an airplane before, when an airplane descends, it's not always smooth, but it's supposed to be at least semi-smooth. Like, you feel the bump, but it's you kind of feel the bump, right? And you go along. Ryanair don't do that. Ryanair apparently needs to make sure the brakes are working and that their wheels are working and to make sure you're awake, because every time they descend, it literally is a whiplash. I was so like freaked out the first time it happened, because we took Ryanair for a lot of our flights. I was so freaked out the first time it happened. And yeah, I know they're cheap, folks, but I don't recommend it. Sarah does not recommend Ryanair. Try EasyJet. EasyJet's a little better. Also still cheap. I go with EasyJet. No Ryanair, please. Oh my gosh, I forgot to actually mention other news. I am super scatterbrained. I apologize. I mean, it's been forever since I've done traffic musings, and so but anyway, I'm in a play. I know, it's crazy. I am in the Laramie Project. It's kind of hard to tell you what part I play because I play multiple roles. If you guys don't know, and this is a bit of a serious subject, so I apologize, the Laramie Project is a play that is I don't want to say based on, because it is a true story. All the things that are in the play are true, as in they are actual transcripts and stuff like that. It's the story of the town of Laramie in the context of the tragedy of Matthew Shepard. For those of you who do not know, and I'm not going to explain too much about this because I would just Google it, to be honest, but Matthew Shepard was a young man who was gay, and the reason that's important is because he died. These two guys tortured and beat him, and he was killed as a result of that. And people tried to argue it wasn't a hate crime, but it was very much a hate crime. So he died because he was gay. And it's the play itself basically takes transcripts and interviews of people from the town of Laramie and people who knew Matthew Shepard and the people who, the playwrights themselves. It's kind of weird. The people who wrote the play are also technically characters in the play. And so anyway, and they're kind of telling the story. So it's a very asynchronous and kind of mishmash. It's a very documentary style of a play. And so traditionally the play is done with 8 people who play tons of roles. Now our cast is about 18, so not as many people are split up like that. So everyone's kind of in a mishmash of different roles. Everyone basically in our cast, there's the 1 or maybe 2 people that are their roles basically, because they're kind of on stage the most as that character, that person, and then there's other random characters. So the person of importance, I suppose you could say, that I am, that has kind of the most lines and such like that, is Romaine Patterson. Romaine Patterson is a good friend of Matthew Shepard's. The main other important thing you should know about her is, if you guys remember that during there's something I'm trying to think of how to describe this, Angel Action. She basically founded it, and what happened was, for those of you who may remember the Reverend Fred Phelps, who's the Westboro's Baptist Reverend, I put that in quotations, who kind of started the whole hate movement, Christians hating gay people kind of thing. I mean, he didn't start it, but he was the one that would picket at funerals and stuff like that, and just horrible person. He led people to protest at Matthew Shepard's funeral, and you guys may have heard about this. There were people who dressed up in these huge angel costumes and just went and surrounded those protesters, the Fred Phelps protesters, to kind of block them out, basically. If you guys heard about that, Romaine started it, so she's pretty awesome. She's also on YouTube, so that's kind of funny, and she's very active. She's got her own podcast with somebody else. She's super cool, and it's kind of an honor to be able to portray her. She and I don't have a similar, I don't know if we have a similar personality. We definitely have similar interests. But she's super cool, so you can look her up too. She also has a YouTube channel that I totally have not creepily stalked. Not at all. To try to figure out your characterization. Yeah. The things you do for theater. But anyway, my point is that I'm in that. So yeah, it's cool beans. If you are friends with me on Facebook, you will see me post about it. If you guys want to check it out. I don't know if I should advertise in this. I guess I will. It's performing. It's with the Lakeland Players. I will put a link to Lakeland Players in the description below so you guys can check it out if you're in the area. Not all of you live in Michigan or even the United States. So, I mean, if you come, I'll give you some chocolate, because that's crazy. And also I'll be like, why did you do that? You don't need to do that for me. But anyway, if you're interested in coming, just check out the link below and, yeah, do that. Oh man, I actually ran overtime and I'm almost home. Woo! So I'm gonna just end this here. So, well, welcome back, guys. Hope this episode, hope this episode wasn't too, bad, I guess. Once I get in my groove of things, hopefully we'll be, I don't know. These episodes aren't actually good. I just ramble. I'll just stop here. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope something amazing happens to you. Without further ado, I hope to see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!